Hey there YouTubers, just thought I'd give you a lowdown. Here is my 3,500 point demon army. I just thought I'd give you a few tactics, tips and hints, because there's not a lot on YouTube stating whether, you know, what type of army to hold. This is a mixture of Khorne, Tzeentch, Slaanesh and a tiny little of Nurgle. As you can see, I've painted my army quite brightly, all to represent flames. Basically it's demons which come from hell. So okay, then this is a skirmish army ready for my tournament coming up, and currently playing the campaign as well. Just give you a little lowdown. Where do we start? Let's start with the Lord. Of course, the Lord and General is a Bloodthirster of Khorne, Immortal Fury, Dark Insanity and Armour of Khorne. You know, he's pretty tough. Give most single characters a good blow. Never put him into combat with a ranked up unit though, because he'll lose on combat res alone unless he does loads of wounds. My heroes, I only have two, which are two Herald of Tzeentch, both are level 2. I like to give them Flames of Tzeentch and Winged Horror so they can go where they like. And I usually put them with my unit of Flamers at the back there, because then that's a lot of shooting there. Where do we go? Core units. Now you only need about 4 or 5 core units for a 3,500 point game, but I like to have 9. These are my fighting units. I've got 4 units of 10 Bloodletters. None of them have got command or anything, they're just cheap units, but they're there to back up the general. And the other core units, I've got 4, which is there's 1, 2, 3, and way over here 4, 5 units of 10 pink horrors. I do this an advantage to have a lot of dispel dice as well as tiny little wizards that cause problems no end. They've all got the Flames Flickering Fire of Tzeentch spell, which in itself can be pretty good. It's just to annoy the enemy and keep them off, throw them off guard a bit. Special units. Now I only choose one special unit at the minute with this game and this campaign. I use 4 units of 5 Flesh Hounds of Khorne. Of course I only use them models because they're a lot easier to rank up. I use them 2 wounds each, a unit strength of 10 as well. They can take on most small units. They take on pretty much anything really. They've got a good charge range as well. Fast cavalry. So rare, I usually have 1 unit of Fiends of Slaanesh. I use Chaos Spawn models for this because I like them. They're pretty tough. They can take on anything really. I mean, they've got 3 or 4 wounds each. I think you've got a unit strength of 3 or 4. I usually put them in a group of 4, and they can pretty much take on anything. I wouldn't put them against a fully ranked up unit of, say, like Bretonnians and stuff, because obviously they'd lose combat res. But they're pretty good. I mean, they've got armor piercing, which certainly does help. And the other rare unit I've got is the I use these models, which are the Hounds of Scathach. I just love the models themselves. They're nice and heavy, they're full metal, and they're quite grimace looking as well. I use these as Beasts of Nurgle. I've only got 2, and obviously for this next campaign game I'm just about to do on Wednesday, I'm using these for the very first time, so I'll see what the Beasts of Nurgle do. They've got D6 plus 1 attacks each, which are poisoned, so it's not too bad. And basically the last rare choice I use is 6 Flamers. These are my most favourite models of the whole game. mainly because they're skirmishers. They don't suffer the -1 penalty for shooting multiple shots. It's D6 flaming bolts each at strength 4, so you're guaranteed 6 bolts each minimum. The chance of you rolling 6 ones is pretty slim. I like to put my 2 Herald of Zeeches with the flamers, then that's 8 plus their magic. If they get it off, that's you know, I mean, that's maximum possible 10 D6 flames of Zeech straight at whoever. Now I like to take these 2 flamers, these 2 heroes, and fly them straight at the general, straight at the enemy general, basically to throw the enemy completely off guard. You wouldn't be expecting 2 little heralds to take on one of their big generals, but it's surprising. They've got flicker and fire as each spell, because I'll always change whatever I roll to a 1, and then obviously another spell. I'll never use the second spell they get. Plus they got Flames of Zeech demonic gifts, which means also more shooting at him, and pretty much I always like to take them and put them with the flamers, and then try and get this whole section straight towards the general. I mean, they've got an 18. The magic missile is an 18-inch range. The flamers have got an 18-inch range. Plus the magic spell, the magic demonic gift has got an 18-inch range. So you've only got to get him just within that range to shoot him. It's pretty easy in the first turn. And that's it, really. I mean, this is obviously skirmish. You can have plenty more big units if you wish, but I choose to have small units, which throws the enemy off. When they see that amount of small units, they wonder why, and then they start ranking and deploying very close together, which doesn't really bother me. It's what I want them to do, so that then I can totally surround them with basically flames of hell. So hope this helps. Oh, by the way, of course, missing out. Now this isn't a very magic heavy army, as in power dice, but dispel dice with the small units at 120 points each. They're cheaper than a herald at 115 points each. Plus they give you one dispel dice and 1 power dice. So all in all, I think it's 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power dice with 9 dispel. So you pretty much dispel anything that comes at you. But this army is actually ready to take on a 3,500 point vampire count army on Wednesday night. So keep watching, and I'll let you know on Wednesday how it goes. Hopefully I'll come off with a win, but time will tell. Go Demons.